Hello, everyone. Welcome. Evert.
Good morning.
Let's see, we've got a few people still joining.
Hey, good morning, Christy. Scott Luton on the road today. Appreciate what y'all are doing here.
Hey, Scott. Hi, Sylvia. It's nice to see you.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Hello. Is it Halna?
Yeah.
Hello there. Hi.
Alina, sì.
Okay. Oh, Enrique, you're muted.
Hey, of course, I've only had 4 years to learn this.
Okay. Another 4, you'll figure it out.
Yes.
All right. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Enrique. I'll get the camera a minute, but I'm in the street, so I'll probably disconnected.
Hey, Jose, how are you doing? Ebert, Sylvia, a lot of really familiar faces. Thanks for joining, guys.
Yes, thank
And
you.
girls.
Morning.
Good morning, Ebert.
All right. Let's see.
It's always great to have you here, Ebert, because every time that there's something happens in the world, you're the first person that wants to help. So thank you. I mean, it's inspiring to kind of get to know you better, especially when things like this happen. So thanks.
Yes, no, fortunately this slot worked for me. Normally when you have the meetings, my calendar is crazy busy. So would at least want to explore and hear if there's anything we can assist with.
Yeah, we got lucky. All right. Let's see. We have people joining from all over. I see some Vector team members. I see some Sistema Bay, some Conscious Capitalism, some of our logistics partners and friends. Good mix of people here. Let's see. And then we still have some people coming in, get them admitted. Hey, Stan. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Christy. Hi, everyone.
Sylvia, where are you joining us from?
I am in Valencia.
Valencia. You are in Valencia. I couldn't remember. Okay.
Hello, I'm Laura from Spain, located
Hello.
in Madrid.
In Madrid. Thank you.
Yes.
Beautiful city. All right. We will give people one more minute. Make sure I've got everybody admitted. I think I've got everyone admitted that is waiting so far, and then we have some more people registered, so we'll see if they're able to join or not. Oh, here comes someone else. So thank you all for being here. This was obviously, anytime you have something that's natural disaster related, there's a lot of scrambling, a lot of last minute, trying to put things together and see who we can reach out to help and who's interested, and honestly just also make sure people are okay. So Sylvia, I'm glad you're here. We'll want to hear your perspective as well. And so again, thank you all for just taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here. So we are, if you're unfamiliar with us, just a quick intro. We are Vector Global Logistics. So The easy way to say it is we get things from point A to point B around the world, and our team loves working on cause-driven stuff, purpose-driven stuff, humanitarian aid, all things like that. And so, of course, everything is tied to logistics and everything is tied to the supply chain. So anytime there's a breakdown, then we want to help with that. And so obviously the devastating floods in Valencia are a part of that, and there's always a logistical need. And so that's what we wanted to explore and see how we can be of assistance, and see how we can also help bring a community around this for being able to get aid to that area, and really also just understanding what the need is, because of course we don't want to speak for the people of Valencia and what their needs are. So we want to hear from you. So first of all, I will throw it over to Enrique Alvarez. He is the managing director and co-founder of Vector, and I know he has a couple quick little questions to start us off so we can sort of get a foundation to work from.
Well, thank you so much, Christy. Thank you everyone for joining. As Christy said, this is kind of like just the first step in building a community and trying to help our friends in Valencia. We're all kind of involved in this as a logistics company. We have really good agents and friends and partners, and I'm sure that you all have a reason to be here. So thank you so much. I'll start us off, if you don't mind, with a quick survey. You can do this in two ways, either by taking your phones out and then just pointing out into the QR code that I'm about to share with you, or by going into this website and doing it that way too. So let me share the screen. Tell me when you guys are seeing the screen.
Yep.
You see it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So if you go either to this website, the one here, or you point your phone, which is what I'm going to do, and just click on that QR code. There you go. I can see that some people are already answering the call, which is great. That way we'll all get a sense of where we're joining from. And we just really want to know in general how many people are in Mexico, Europe, but mostly who is in Valencia. So we then talk to them and ask them a little more about what's going on and how can we best help as a community. So go ahead. We have 9 responses. We have one person sitting in Valencia, 2, one in Europe, rest in USA and Mexico. All right. I'll give one more, 30 seconds. We'll go through this quickly, unless someone's struggling. And if you guys are, just interrupt me, speak up. At the end of the day, this is a very casual conversation to kick off this community.
Laura, I put the link. I saw
Madrid
your
and Valencia.
and I put the link in Slido as well, or to Slido in the chat as well for Laura's.
On my end, it wasn't working, but I'm sitting between Madrid and Valencia, just in case.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll definitely ask you a little bit about what your thoughts are, especially on how things are in Valencia right now and what you think Valencia needs. 13 people. All right. This will be quick. So mostly US, Mexico. There's 2 in Valencia, 1 in Spain, 1 Europe. Let's go to the next quick question. So what industry segment are you in? We have probably a couple of people in supply chain, non-for-profits, finance, banking, other. All right. All right, good mix.
Good afternoon, good morning to everyone.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing, Max?
Well, trying my best, my friends.
Well, we're so you're very quickly, we're doing this live survey just to get a sense of people here. You can use the QR code or just go to this website that Christy also posted on the chat, on the comment section. But thanks for joining, and yes, we would like to hear a lot from what you have to say today. So thanks for joining.
And if you have issues, you can always just type in the chat. A couple people are doing that too.
Good point. All right, I'll just move on to the next question.
Sorry, Christy, I think you put the wrong number of to join, so that's why I cannot fill. It's not the same other page one. Yes, that's why I just answered something for Morgan or something like that. I put the right code now, and I'm able to fill it out.
We don't know Morgan, by the way.
This is the second time that we're trying this.
Morgan Stanley, yes.
There's a
Morgan Stanley, that's an interesting survey to fill, I'm sure. Okay, so we're moving on. Again, this is just so that we all get a sense of what part of the world and what industries we're joining from. A lot of logistics. Have your organization already been involved with helping Valencia? I mean, I know that a lot of people in this chat have already donated to the Red Cross. Some people haven't. Some people have done other things. Some people have organized a bunch of groups already, and we want to hear about you during the call as well. Two yes. Okay.
All right, 2 people ahead of the curve.
3. And we'll love to hear a little bit more from you as well. Okay, I'll move to the last one. Again, it's a somewhat smaller group, so we'll probably get a chance to talk to everyone, but at least this way you'll get a general idea of who is in this call. And of course, if more people join for the next one, then this will be easier to summarize a few things. Okay, a lot of people have already helped, which is great. Last one, what is your main goal for participating? I mean, is it learning about what's happening, offering help, asking for help, other? All right, 3 people offering help. That's great. We always like to see people offering help. Some learning, some other, and then 1 asking for help. Okay, so hopefully we can, with the 5 offering for help, feel the need of the person that's asking for specific help. So that's great. 6 people offering help. All right. We will share we'll share this very small and somewhat silly survey to all of you, so you have it. But we'll get in more detail and we'll get to know each other better in a second. So thank you for doing this. I mean, I'm still waiting for some people to answer, but you can see that there's a lot of people that are here today offering help. So that's great. All right, that was it. Go ahead, Christy. We have a little bit of a better idea. We can maybe talk a little bit with the people in Valencia, then maybe hear people out that are offering help, and then just come up with a good next couple of steps and start working.
Yeah, Jose mentioned in chat, Jose, if you want to go ahead, you said you may have to jump off the call, so you have your own people there and foundation, so go ahead and tell us more about your situation and what you're up to.
Sure, thanks, Christy. So, hi everyone, I'm Jose. I live in Madrid, between Madrid and Valencia, but basically I'm managing roughly 200 people down there. I'm part of a group called Tubi, which was created by the first unicorn entrepreneur here in Spain, who happens to live in Valencia. So we got a lot of people out that are, putting the shoulders together to actually work down there. One, on the emergencies, and we're putting all of our resources to their services. And 2, we're basically trying to organize, because there's a lot of involvement from everyone from a personal basis, not from the authorities, unfortunately. But we needed some brain power there to organize accordingly, and that's the main issue that's happening over there. We may have plenty of diapers and plenty of other stuff, but we are lacking a lot of different things, and people are going to be focusing in the short term for the most part, but are forgetting that this is going to be a long endeavor that will take roughly 1 year or 2 to rebuild everything that's happening over there. Bear in mind that what's been affected is entails roughly 33% of what Valencia, of the Valencian economy. So that's a lot. So, and people are thinking in the short term about food, about clothes, about, cleaning, or first necessity products, but they're not focusing on the rest. So we're going to be focusing on both things, on the short term and on the long term. And we're creating like the infrastructure for that and the right channels for that. We come with 2 foundations within Tubi Group. Those in Valencia will probably know what it is, or probably would have heard of it. And luckily we got people that are related, that work on real estate, people that work on different, different endeavors, and always related to impact. So that's our main goal, and to generate as much impact as possible. And that's where we've started putting all the resources towards that. So we have a foundation that's going to be channeling or creating kind of a relief fund, so that we can actually gather enough funds, because it's proven that within the first month and a half, that's when you get the, people actually donate. And from there on, the ES fades away. So we're putting that into place so that people can have fiscal benefits from the donations they make. So that's on the one hand, but on the other hand, we got facilities, warehousing facilities and stuff, and a lot of people. And we have access to municipalities, to different associations, and we are in the ground, so we know well how to channel those funds that we'll be getting and what's needed all the time. So on our end, what I'll do, if it's okay, I'll share the website we're putting together, which is right now it's Zubi, CUBI help.com. And that's like 1.0, but that should be evolving over time. That's 1. 2, we're creating one kind of a web page specific to donate both food materials or whatever, and then money for that fund. And then we'll be organizing different groups of people depending on what's needed at each point in time. What we are doing is having some brainstorming sessions regarding what are the main issues that would entail that Valencia will be going through after the basic needs are covered, and once kind of we see what has happened, and that entails anything from healthcare to circular economy, recycling of batteries, and we're even creating a company just to grant people mobility services in the short term. There's a few that have already been created, and we are in touch with pretty much every association or every movement that's been organized around that. So if even that I have to hang up and I'm sorry I have to miss the rest of the call, I'll share with Chrissy and with everyone there the website and all. And my telephone number and address and contact details, in case we can pull as much help together as possible. If that's okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you so
Okay.
much, and thanks for joining. We would love to hear a little bit more about that, and we will follow up with you directly, and I'm sure a couple of people here will
I'll
follow up
be
as well.
muted just in case. But if I have to leave, just I'll drop you an email with everything later on. Okay.
Yeah, we'll share everything in the notes. We always do that after each call, and then people can either reach out to you directly, or we can coordinate some other calls together. For our company, we'd love to have a link on whatever website you put together on our website, so we can also
Perfect.
push that, and we can have something similar to
Perfect.
done with Ukraine and some other initiatives. So good
Also,
job.
we're in touch.
Thank you.
Also, we're in touch with the big corporations that are either listed or not listed, that are willing to help and that have people in the ground. Namely, Gombari, who's got 500 people, and luckily they had personal casualties within their staff, and they're just willing to help. Right now, they donated some money to World Central Kitchen, who's doing a fantastic job over there, as they always do. But they're looking to channel some more funds and their resources towards other ends or other objectives within the what's going on over there. Anyway, I'll mute myself, and if I have to leave, I'll drop you the lines later on. And take care. Thanks so much for pulling this together.
Thank you for joining. And I guess, Christy, we should probably hear out some of the other people in Valencia. I know that Borja, I know that Max, and a couple others are, I think Sylvia as well, and some others are in Valencia. I mean, we'd like to hear a little bit more of what they're living right now and just give us a quick update on where they are. So,
Laura, I see you have your hand raised, so we'll go ahead and start with you.
Thank you, Kirsty. I'm just going to react to what we heard about Subi. I just want to, you know, as a part of B-Lab team representing the B and the B Corp movement, I'm in Madrid, but we were working really close with our local B community in Valencia. And as Jorge said, they were working in ground. And I think at this point, we are looking for kind of solutions to centralize the help and the organization. We are demanding for response from government, because at this point, you know, the emergency is it's in a different phase, and it can't continue being solved from volunteerings. And at this point, we have our B Corps in Valencia are doing volunteering since 10 days ago. They are working like 80 hours per day, responding and trying to canalize. We are receiving a lot of helps, which is amazing, and it's emotionally overwhelmed. You know, seeing solidarity on behalf of the whole country and Europe, and in this case, like you right now. But we're not able to handle all this help. At this point, Valencia has been collapsed. It's impossible. It takes like 7 hours to arrive to the main areas, to the ground, to the people who is really affected, because of the, you know, of the mud, because of the thousands of trucks who are trying to find a place to download what they bring in. We have water enough, we have food enough, we have clothes enough, but we really need to centralize the help, because at this point that's I think the main thing here. And it's amazing to hear that Subi is creating this kind of help. But I think that next step should be to try to push the government to centralize and to have just one line, to have a dashboard, an overview what is happening, when we can find the help we need, what the municipality needs, what the families need to recover. And as Jorge said, there is a short and middle and long term plan that we need to start with. But I think that the most important thing here is to find a solution for this weekend and next week, because volunteering are saying we cannot deal with this anymore. We work in 18 hours per day. We are receiving calls from every truck stuck in the way, finding a place to download what they bring in. Every municipality, every town in Spain is collecting food and clothes and everything to send to Valencia, which is amazing. But we need to solve the chaos first, I think. If we're talking about water treatment, and I think all that will be provided from government, and I think they working on it. And at this phase, what we can do the best is to understand that we need an organization to distribute and to centralize the provided support.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. No, I was just gonna ask you, Laura, if you can just introduce yourself a little bit on your organization that you're with, and thank you so much for sharing that.
Yes, of course. I'm part of B-Lab. B-Lab is the non-profit foundation that in this case in Spain we are part of B Corp movement. We are the B Corp. So we have in Spain almost 400 companies, and at this point we are responding to our B Corps in Valencia. In this case, Silvia is in this call too. They are the real heroes here. They are the volunteers working and receiving. One of the B Corps, Juan Angel, I don't know if he's connected or not. Juan Angel, his B Corp is responsible to manage the food waste and allocating to associate social entities. So he has the main contact to the food bank and to all social entities. So that's why he's now one of the main contacts for all this help that we are receiving in Valencia. So from B-Lab Spain, we are canalizing all this information to our community, which, well, as I said before, we are almost 400 companies in Spain, all sizes, all industries. And as you may know, the B Corp movement is a global movement that brings the impact to the private sector. So we are using that force. We are doing lots of things. We are thinking on short, medium, and long term. Since this Dana occurs on 10 days ago, we were here to support. As you know, we are a 20 people team in Spain. So what we're doing is trying to clearly and transparently communicate to the community what's going on. We provide some tools to help to organize all the things, you know. I think at the first phase was to communicate what was happening there. Then asking for the daily needs.
Okay.
We're starting with food, with boots, with at this point we are focused on cleaning and trying to deal with the environmental impact, which is going to be really, really big.
So Laura,
And
sorry
yes.
to interrupt you, but if you can, as part of the notes for the show, which I'm sure it's going to be very important, if you can just send like a couple of bullet points on the things that you see are needed the most, so you can compile a bullet point list of very specific.
Yes, I will share you the
That'd
website
be
that
great.
we are sharing
Perfect.
and daily
Please do send
refreshing.
it. Send it to us. We'll compile the information and we'll share it with all the community. And again, this is our first conversation. So let's just keep kind of introducing each other very quickly, just so that we know who we have and what potential things each of these companies and people that are joining can offer. And then we'll have a second one that will be probably more tactical, and we can be a little more aggressive in terms of like agreeing on action items to be handled. But no, thank you so much, Laura. I see Borja and
Hello.
Borja, you're in Valencia as well. I spoke to.
Well, no, I'm in Madrid.
Madrid.
I'm part of Transloc Overseas. We are a freight forwarder. Our headquarters is in Madrid, but we have a warehouse there in Valencia. Where, well, thanks God, it's in good condition. And please, you can help. You can use it. Okay. We want to offer our warehouse to help of well, I don't know, because we don't know exactly. We are starting to talk, no, to figure out how we can help.
Yeah.
But please, Justo,
Sylvia and
our
Laura might use it. Justo, the owner of
Yes.
Trans, also I spoke with him yesterday. Good friend
Yes.
as well. He also mentioned the idea of starting a fund, which is what Jose Nistal was saying before. And Borja, I think, and I'm not sure, Justo mentioned that 3 of your employees in Valencia
Yes.
lost their homes, which we should probably
Yes.
consider to help them out. So how are they doing? How are their families? And is
Well,
there anything we can do
you
for
know,
them?
when you are in the middle of this disaster, they are, of course, with this bad situation, but when many lives has gone,
Yeah.
this material situation are, well, they are fine, and they are looking into the future. Okay, so
No, I agree. Yeah, at
The-
least they're all alive as opposed to some other people that are suffering even
Yes.
so they're
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
they're at least positive about that.
That's
Well,
it.
thank you so much again, Borja.
Thank
If you
you,
don't
all
mind
of you.
if you don't mind sending like a couple bullet points of the things that you
Of
and
course,
Translog can offer, we will put it together and then send it back to everyone.
of course.
I think well, you are headquartered there, so tell us a little bit more about the situation and how your employees are and what you need, what we can do to help you.
Well, the situation is bad as well as our previous we have heard previously, and our team is now working again.
Okay.
Because they want to recover the normality. So, well, we just want to offer you our help, and I will send you okay a couple of notes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Maxime.
Sorry, warehouse, Borja's warehouse is in Madrid or in
No,
Valencia
no, it's in
area?
Valencia. It's in Valencia.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
And one additional question, does this warehouse, has people to manage the stock and
Of course.
and
Of course.
everything?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
of course.
Okay.
Hi.
Sylvia, do you want to introduce yourself real quick too?
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, okay. I'm based here in Valencia. I've been very, very lucky, and Valencia actually is divided by a river, and so I am in the city of Valencia, and the city of Valencia is like nothing had happened. It's on the other side of the river that is like a war zone, and at the same time, I'm explaining this because at the same time, at the city of Valencia is just one city, but south of the river is many different towns, and there are plenty of bridges. So some of them they are not there anymore, and yeah. So I am I'm a business consultant. I bring here over 20 years experience in operations, and I'm supporting as part of a team. We are actually 3 people full time since this has started. So I'm really tired and exhausted. That's the truth. And I'm helping. Our days are very long, and we are volunteering. So we are not doing this as we have interrupted everything just to support and to provide help. And in this team, so we are volunteers from the B Corp movement, and we are also fostering the B Corp movement in the Valencia region. And B Corp movements are companies, are purpose-driven companies, just to simplify and keep it short. And what I'm doing at this point, I'm coordinating donations from companies all over Spain, mainly B Corps and also other companies. And our main problem at this moment is that we have plenty of donations, and I just had to stop them because I don't have warehouses to direct them. So I found some warehouses, but then there was no the people there to manage or to have control over the stock. So the situation in Valencia is a real chaos because what I was explaining before, like there are many towns, and there is not like a team for this kind of situation that is directing help. So I'm gonna give a short example that you will understand what's the situation. This morning, last night, at 12:30, I received a call from a town that has suffered, and they are telling me that they need detergent. So washing powder. And then I say, well, I don't know, but I just saw some information about bleach. So I give the information about bleach. I say, let's see this morning, tomorrow morning. And then I talked to the same person at 7 a.m. this morning, and asking for washing powder, and ideally before 12. And then I start asking questions. And who does this request come from? What is the person? What is the contact? And where is the delivery point? And then was not sure. I says, okay, so call, because this is something that is happening, that people are under this stress, and then they are contacting many NGOs, many people. They are contacting everywhere. So this is a real chaos. And then we all start sending trucks or cars or with the product. And then when it gets there, they say, oh no, we don't want, we already got it. And there is no real control about this. There are also warehouses. And so finally, with the washing powder, the person managed to contact the contact of the contact, and then realize that there was no need for that product. So I think that's one of the chaos is happening right now.
Yeah.
And so at this point, and then also another among this difficulty, that there are many towns and there is no offer and demand is not clear at all. There is also some obstruction from police, from so like some days ago with an NGO, and we were delivering warm food, and it was for 1,300 people, and just the truck couldn't get through, and it was the police control that didn't let the truck, and knowing that it was humanitarian aid, and couldn't get through, and had to wait for about 4 hours when thousands of people were queuing and waiting to get food. So, and police, so there are orders that are not clear, and then you have the police that keep those orders, and or people that arrive and want to help. And at the same time, so the government now, it seems this starts, but people, if you live there, because there are controls, and even at one point they said, okay, no cars. So all the people started walking, because in Valencia, as I said, is like you have north of the river, you have the city, and south of the river, you have all these towns that have been overflowed. But Valencia people, I mean, everyone has family, friends, co-workers, or people that you know, and we are going from one side to the other. So at one point they said, okay, that was some days ago as well, like no driving, no one. And then you had all is like people are organizing themselves, because there is no real organization or no infrastructure. I mean, in less than a week, there are so many websites that appear to help to this, but it's still chaos. And we don't trust I mean, personally, I don't, and many people either, like the counting of victims, even and if the victims are non-identified, they are not counted as deaths. And there is also, from the side of the government, trying to keep numbers lower than they really are. That together, but at the same time, people are organizing themselves. So there are plenty of WhatsApp groups, of Telegram groups, and groups that have subgroups, and groups that are going with big cars like Land Rovers, and that are reaching special areas, others that are two wheels. And at the moment, what I'm currently doing, because all the donations, most of them we were trying to find. I just had a call because we have two trailers with a mix of different products, but we don't know where to put them, and we just found a warehouse, but there is no management there.
Sylvia?
So one of the, yeah.
No, sorry to interrupt you real quick. So when it comes to the warehousing, we have a couple of logistic partners and friends in the call. So you'll probably come out of this call with some support there. I mean, Borja already offered his.
Yeah.
So Borja,
Yeah.
you don't mind sending
Yes,
your
of course,
email
of course,
to the chat.
we can help.
So Sylvia can help.
Even
And Sylvia, if you don't mind, it would be great if you can send us some of these WhatsApp groups that you're seeing. Because one of the things that happens, and we've seen this in other regions of the world, is what you're saying, right? There's a lot of well-intentioned individuals trying to help, but there's not a lot of coordination. And honestly, what we're trying to do here is really just put people together. So if you can send some of these WhatsApp groups, we'll incorporate them into one group, and we'll say, hey, we're having these conversations, come join us, so that you can then connect to others, right? So thank you. Thank you so much.
I would like to add something, because I just found today, because what I'm doing is mapping all the style and trying to to get connections after connections.
Perfect.
And today I ended up with a school and a teacher that has some friends, and then there is a rugby association, and then I got to some warehouses. And actually it's 20,000 square meters, but now it's like everyone is choosing the products.
Right.
And what I'm doing now is asking for specific products that are really needed and delivering them to the right warehouse, where I'm sure, because the other problem is that I don't want the products, so the donations, to reach Valencia and to be forgotten in some lost warehouse. I need to be sure that the products are getting out and they are getting to the people that they really need them.
Absolutely. No, and
Hi,
thank you so
Enrique.
much. Go ahead, Ricobe, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello to everyone. I'm Ricobe from Transpet Spain. I'm a free forwarder like Borja. I know the company Transloc for many years. I know Justo. I traveled with Justo too many times. So the situation in Spain, I'm based in Valencia. I'm living in Valencia. My close friends, they are living in this area. My aunt, I mean, too many people is affected, to this devastation, Dana. The situation really now here is like, it's not about organization. There is organization, but too many people is sending things, and the cities are overwhelmed. So the first thing, this is my advice to every one of you. Don't send anything right now, because first they need to clean. They need to clean all the streets, to remove all the cars. There is a lot of volunteers, like somebody else said, I did a volunteer for myself last week, last Saturday. It was unbelievable. Too many people over there helping, but now the army, the police, the special police, they are taking over all the situation with the big machines, to remove all the debris and the mud and everything. So now is the time to do that. After that, there is too many warehouses, but so many roads, they are closed because of the flood, the roads, they are broken. If, for example, if you want to go to Madrid, you cannot. You want to go to Alicante, there is some parts that you cannot. That's why, there is a traffic jam every day, like 4 hours. If you want to reach, like 40 kilometers, for example, just 40 kilometers, it will take you like 4 or 5 hours. This is the reality. Now the army and the professionals and the big machinery, they are taking over. So there is a lot of towns that are, full of clothes on the street. because too many people try to help, but the help it has to be in the proper way, in the proper manner. So and that's
Absolutely. No,
my
Kobe,
my advice to
that's
you guys. Don't
no,
send
we
anything now. Wait a little bit, and the help it will come because the winter is coming, and you know all the clothing it has to be on the proper time. You know, send it to the warehouses. You know, Traslo has a warehouse.
Yes.
Transfer has a warehouse. Too many freight forwarders. You know, we have warehouses in Valencia because we are based in Valencia. We have 3 or 4. Traslo has a warehouse. Too many freight forwarders in Spain has a warehouses in Valencia. But the problem right now, they cannot pick up the cargo because, you know, there is no roads, you know, available to go to. Some of
no,
them, and they are cleaning their warehouses too, because some warehouses, they are affected, you know, to the Dana too, with the floats. So at the moment, it's not like they are organizing step by step, you know, the situation here, you know, and now the control is by the army and all the volunteers, they are helping too. They are helping them at the same time. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go to help too, like last week, but we need to be.
Ricobe, sorry. So it's a really good advice, and you're right, right? I mean, you don't want more things to be shipped in.
No, because they
And
want to
as
waste it.
we gotta
Like Sylvia
coordinate. We
said,
don't want. We
she
want to
doesn't
make
want it.
sure. Yeah, as Sylvia said, right, that things and the support gets to the right people and at the right times, and that's why we're having this coordination call. I want to be mindful with the time, and I know that I want to hear also from everyone, of course, but Hernan, Maxim, and Eduardo are also in logistics and can help us with some of these logistical aspects of the coordination. So Maxim, if you don't mind going and quickly introducing yourself and how you see the situation and what you can offer and what help do you need. And Eduardo, then you, then Hernan, if you guys kind of get ready so we can go through you guys as we're running a little bit out of time. Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, good morning to everyone. This is Max Molina calling from Tancomed, Spain, based in Valencia. Well, as the other friends and colleagues said, Valencia is living a chaos since 9 days ago, since Tuesday at 8 o'clock of last week. Each moment has different needs. The first 2 days, we were suffering about the flood and the mud and all the situation with the nervousness of everybody, of what was going on. In my sense, personally, Thursday night, I was very nervous from home, saying, what can I do? How can I help? Like a lot of other volunteers. Tancomed is specialized in liquid bulk transport with isotank and flexibags and project cargo. I have my own trucks. I have my own equipment. Then I decided to start to move to see how could I arrive with water drink for the population in the zero zone. Then I started to move. I could connect with government authorities, police, cleaning station, my drivers, my depot to put the tanks on the top of my trucks. And finally, after 48 hours, Saturday afternoon, I could arrive to final destination to bring this water to the people because they had no electricity, no water. And all these zero zones are private houses or private offices. Then a lot of people, old people, live in zero level and they have lost absolutely everything. Then thanks this, I could arrive to different type of connections with the authorities, governments, polices, local polices. And now I'm helping. Then we arrive to the next step. That is the cleaning, as our colleague said. A lot of army and helps of the police. It arrived late, very late. That is true, because the help has been advised very late. Also, the alerts from the government had arrived very late. We received the population on our mobile phones, the alerts at 8 o'clock in the afternoon, 20 p.m., when everything was already collapsed with water of 1.50 meters tall. This was too late. Then the help of the government also arrived nearly 1 week after. That's why a lot of volunteers of the city came to the damaged areas, and they tried to help with what they could, with what they had, what they could buy locally with their private money. Then that's why this collapse that we have suffered, and we have so much volunteers in the middle and no organization has been done, because the jerky did not function from the beginning. Then it's true, now the next steps, now it's cleaning everything, take the cars out. We have lost more or less 100,000 cars that have been lost. They say that more or less 2,000 people are lost. Now they say approx we have 220 deaths. In our group, we lost 2 human passed away, caused by this flood. Then following steps is try to arrive to the people with food, with medicines, and the next steps, of course, as the colleague said, is for the winter clothes, furniture for offices, furniture for private houses, beds, households needs. But little by little, between all of us, I think we will arrive. It's going to be really tough. As the colleague said, we have more or less 60 miles, 80 kilometers of roads and bridges broken. The railways coming to the city of the country, to Madrid, we have 5 railways connected to Valencia, 2 highways, high trains, and 3 others that are for material containers, and also for local moves. They are completely broken. They say that they will need between 3 weeks and 2 months to restart the service. And again, then our trucks, as they said, what we need normally for 1 hour, 10, 14 kilometers, now we need 4 or 5 hours, depending on the moment of the day. All the containers, the accesses to the port are
No. Ay, mira. No, no,
sorry.
no.
Go ahead.
The accesses of the port of Valencia are closed because we only have one access to Valencia port. This access is just beside where we have suffered the floods. Then they have closed all these roads for emergency needs. Then all the containers come and leave from the port, crossing the city center. It's a chaos also. Even dangerous goods that I usually transport must cross the city with a risk that this has for the rest of the population. But I will forward.
Quick question. So fuel, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of equipment, a lot of trucks, not a lot of access. Do you guys have enough fuel, or how are you refueling all these trucks? And
Well, in our side, we have our own gas station. Then we here in Valencia, we have more than 250 trucks. Then we have our own benzene and gas and all this stuff.
Thank you so much. Sorry to cut you short. I am so sorry for the loss of the 2 teammates, and we're here for you guys. That's what we're doing this call. So everyone here is trying to help, and we'll try to help as much as we can. I will ask you to do the same thing. If you don't mind sending a couple of bullet points Christie's way, kind of asking for help. And you mentioned food, medicines, winter clothes, furniture, beds. So we'll compile a list of the things that are needed and you don't have, and then also the things that you probably already have and we should not actually send right now. So we'll follow up. This is the first call. We'll have many. I do want to hear from I guess Eduardo. I've mentioned you go first. Eduardo Fernandez, I think you're also in Valencia, and then Hernan, I think you're also in Spain and aware of what's going on. So go ahead, Eduardo. Or Hernan, if you are, like Eduardo, you might be muted. or Hernan, I think you also have a different perspective of the problem from I think Barcelona.
Well, hello everybody. Hernan from Barcelona. I'm following the situation from the news and from what people is talking. I don't know. It's so sad that I personally live a situation like this with my family in Brazil in the beginning of this year. I know how catastrophic it is. I don't have warehouse or something that the things that you mentioned right now, but we can find a way to make this happen and collaborate from Barcelona. To be honest, I don't know what else to what anything else I can cooperate right now, but from here. But I know that at this point, as per I heard, organization will be the first step and start to help the people that lose everything on the houses, because when you have 1 meter of water inside your house, everything is destroyed and you have to start from zero. So let's see what is needed and how we can help. But that's all I can say.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for being here, and thanks. We'll definitely you'll hear a lot more about people in Valencia, and we'll be able to help them more effectively. Christy?
Yes. Let's see. Did Edward may have had to drop
I
off?
thought that's one of the we are also now looking for, because we are on the cleaning phase, and we are looking for these protection clothes,
Okay.
glasses, working gloves, boots, and all these. That's one of the things, and
Sylvia, could
also
you-
because there is no light, these headlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lights, gloves, the vest. Could you send us a list? Because we're
Yeah,
looking
of
into
course.
our clients, and what we'll do next is we will send all the comments back. We'll send, this has been recorded. We'll send it back. We'll put together two things very quickly. One, a list of things that are needed. And for that, we need people that presented, and of course, people that are in Valencia to send those, a list of those things. I mean, we've been taking notes, and I'm sure my team has been taking notes as well. But send us that list, send us a list of the things that you need, send us a list of the things that you can offer, and then we'll put those things together. We'll send a link to everyone so they can have this Google sheet that we can all work together on. Also, please, let's invite others for the next call. I think that it could be a good thing to have it in 2 weeks, but that's one of the things that Christy's going to close this call with, like next steps and what we can do to keep pushing forward. There's a lot of things that we need to do on the awareness side. There's a lot of things we need to do on the warehousing, a lot of products that are still probably needed and need to be sourced. And there's, of course, a lot of other things that we need to coordinate, including what Sylvia was saying, which is just bringing all these different individual groups together so that it doesn't feel like everyone's doing their thing and we can coordinate more effectively. Christy, go ahead. Close us off.
Yeah, so we, of course, there's lots of needs and everybody has a lot going on. So we want to be really respectful of everyone's time. We will do a follow-up call. We also, of course, let me drop the link to our WhatsApp group in case anybody is not in there yet. That's always, of course, a great way to talk to people in between calls. So let me put that. Okay, I'm dropping this in chat now. So if you'd like to join the WhatsApp group or let others know about it, I will create a shared Google sheet that we can all work from to list, you know, who you are, where you are, what needs you see, so we can sort of start matching needs with opportunities and people willing to help and sort of work on getting more organized. And then we will set up another call for 2 weeks from now. And then, as was mentioned earlier, there's a lot that happens that gets very chaotic in the beginning, and then it's, you know, the need continues, and it sounds like there will be a lot of need going forward that we can all help support as well, because as was talked about, we never want to get aid to an area and then it just sits there or doesn't get used or can't get to the people it needs to help. So so we'll work on that. I will send a follow-up email to everyone with just sort of the recap, a link to a Google Sheet, a link to the next meeting, the WhatsApp, and then we'll continue coordinating from there. If you have any other ideas, best practices, feedback, anything at all, then you are of course willing to, please reach out to us anytime. And we'll be happy to listen and happy to help. But so glad that so many of you could join us from Valencia with everything going on there. Thank you for the remarkable efforts you're already doing and helping, and how disruptive this has been, and volunteering and supporting your own communities. And we are happy to be part of your global community, and we are here to help. So we will talk to you all again soon. And thank you, and have a happy and safe weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you all.